Hello, 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 collective. Welcome to Carmaboo Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Carmen. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I do use tarot cards, runes, numbers, letters, crystals, and colorful language. If any of that offends you, feel free to hard left the video. For those of you who are staying, we're going to get the September 2024 reads. You guys, September 3rd is the new moon in Virgo. September 11th is the first quarter moon in Sagittarius. September 18th is a full moon and lunar eclipse. It'll be in Pisces or Aries, depending on where you're at. September 24th is the last quarter moon in Gemini. All right. September's meaning is to harvest the fruits of your labor, okay? Self-reflection and embracing changes. It is the 9th month, so 9 is significant for enlightenment, transformation, completion, wholeness. The number 9 life path is the humanitarian. 9 in the major arcana is the hermit. So self-reflection, withdrawal, solitude, introspection could all be coming up during this month. Virgo is August 23rd through September 22nd. And then September 23rd through October is Libra. All right. So those are the zodiacs that you could be dealing with. And those are the zodiacs that are going to be during this month's read. For those of you who are curious about birthdays and things like that, zodiacs. All right, guys. Also, fun fact: Pluto is in Capricorn now, and it'll be the last time that Pluto is in Capricorn up till September 18th, pretty much for the rest of our lifetime. So, for any of you that have had like significant Pluto placements, it is a very good idea to take retrospection from anything that has happened, basically from last October until now. Do a little bit of self-reflection on what has gone on in the last 13, 14 months of your life here. And really just take some time for that self-reflection, introspection, and enlightenment on the transformations and things that have changed or differed or ended or began between then and now. It'll be helpful for you. All right, guys, we're going to start with Aries. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what's going on for Aries in September? Wheel of Fortune. Yep, you guys are going to be experiencing those changes. For cardinal signs right now with the planetary alignments, any cardinal signs, so it's going to be Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. Aries, Cappy, Libra, Cancer. Yeah, all the cardinal signs. You guys are probably dealing with some big transformational changes within your life, especially in comparison to the last year. So for Aries, where our placements are currently, basically a lot of it is going to be about relationships, friendships, family ties, soul ties that you've made with other people. Even relationships with coworkers could be coming into effect. But yeah, it's definitely calling for changes here, okay? The perpetual cycle of life is the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you could also be dealing with your solar plexus energy at this time, that I want to do, I do this, I do that energy. We're also getting Grado as your advice here, but it was reversed, okay? So try not to travel at this time. Try not to start any new journeys. Probably no planning of vacations or relocations at this time. Changing your place or setting is probably a good idea. Some of you may already be into those transitions, okay? Seeing a larger perspective of things, getting that knowledge of that there's more. There's more around. There's more to do. There's more within. Okay, those are going to be some things that are probably going to come up for you here in September, but that there's some sort of cycle here, the perpetual cycle of life where things have been going. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of success, good fortune, okay, abundance, new conditions, growth. This is actually a really positive read for you guys, especially for September. This is like going through the year of labor, and you're now starting to harvest those fruits, okay? So those fruits of your labor, maybe they are promoting you to journey, vacation, find a new direction, looking at the larger perspective of things. You guys could be really feeling that pull right now, or you will be here in September. Jupiter could be significant as well. That's the planet of expansion and prosperity. So pay attention to where your Jupiter is within your birth chart and where it is currently. That could be something that's affecting you guys too. A lot of you are just expanding. You are just expanding your horizons, and it's beautiful. Some of you could be looking into going back to school. You could be changing careers. You could be doing like, I'm seeing genealogy for some of you. Some of you might be paying more attention to things like that. Some of you are kind of digging in deep for where things really mean for you spiritually within your life and within your moral compass. Like, I can't help but feel the energy of something explosive here too. Like something's gonna be like, and it's new. It's a change of some sort or another for you guys. But I mean, just make sure that you've taken the time for that self-reflection, that you withdraw yourself and get a little bit of solitude, that there's introspection and expansion before the transformations happen, okay? All right, those are the messages that I have for you guys. If they resonate, please do hit the like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. If you'd like a personal reading, my info's in the description box below the video. And with that, we will move to Taurus. Hello, 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 Taurus Collective. All right, spirits, guides, ancestors, what do we have for Taurus? Sorry, guys, I'm just writing your time down real quick here. If you guys hear kids talking in the background, I'm sorry. My kids are outside decorating. They're right outside of my window. So if you hear kiddos in the back, it's just my kids outside decorating. All right, Taurus, spirits, guides, ancestors, what do we have for Taurus for the month of September? What do we have? Ooh, that was quick. Queen of Cups. All right, some of you might be dealing with definite sensitivities here is how I'm wanting to say it, okay? Bringing emotional relief to yourself or to others at this point could be significant for some of you. There's very compassionate energy here. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. Some of you may have high Cancer placements. Othala, family. Okay, you're probably dealing with your family or someone you have soul ties to. It could be dealing with issues like inherited property or possessions, like a family house or home, what you're dealing with within your home. It may not even have to do with like your biological family part. This could be dealing with the family that is within your home or within your home space, your stability source, okay? It's kind of that point where you're deciding what is truly important for yourself and what is important for the group. There's definitely group prosperity for everyone here. It's just finding those hidden interests and kind of looking into those future events, really using your intuition to decide not just what's best for you, but what's best for everyone around you, realistically. Just really honing in on what can I do to make this better? What can I do to make this prosper? What can I, what cup can I pour into to make things more successful for this situation and more successful for everyone? It's kind of the energy you guys are going to be going through, that compassionate energy. I would highly advise that you guys take that time to self-reflect, to embrace the changes that are coming, but make sure that you're still keeping yourself whole throughout this transformation, making sure that you are staying in alignment with your path. Like it's good and helpful to try to make everything good for everyone, but just you need to keep in the back of your mind that you can't put yourself in the hole. If you pour everything from your cup into everyone else's cups and you have nothing left and you have people that are not pouring back into your cup, you have a problem. Okay, so just pay attention to things like those, because that queen can be reversed very easily, and then it becomes uncompassionate, okay, and then it becomes ruthless, resentful. Like, just be very careful with that energy of making sure that when you are giving to someone else, when you are pouring into their cup, that they're also pouring into yours. There needs to be a very good source of reciprocity here between you and your soul tribe here, whether that is your family, your partner, your friendships, your co-workers, however, whatever you're pouring into, make sure they're giving back. Okay, a lot of you could be really wanting a whole lot of home at a whole lot of time at home during September. That could be really important to you, especially for your own introspection and for your own understanding of what transformations or changes need to be happening. That self-reflection, that enlightenment point, the contemplation. Okay? All right. That's what I have for you, Taurus. If it resonated, please do hit the like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment if you'd like personal. My info's in the description box below the video. And with that, we will move to Gemini. Gemini. Jammies. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what do we have going on for Gemini? Ooh. It almost wanted to come out, and we're just going to leave it in the challenge position because that's basically where it fell at. Intellectual work. Page of Pentacles. Okay, some of you could be receiving opportunities for increase, and some of you may be kind of wasting away where you're at. This is going to be one of those reads where it could kind of be both ways, but because this is Gemmy's read, I almost want to feel like this is actually your own energy here. I think that there's a lot of you that are just being very stubborn to a change that's better for you, and you're just not quite putting yourself into that situation. A lot of you need to do that intellectual work. Go back to the root chakra work, okay? You need to focus on that I am energy, okay? That's where we need to put this back to. Because if you can hone that in to really focus on what you are capable of, what you are doing, what you can achieve, okay? Those opportunities for increase in income, those are going to come in. Okay, some of you could be dealing with things like negotiating with people or new challenges coming into something that maybe was could be a situation where you kind of got comfortable and now there's all of a sudden new challenges coming in and it's not nearly as comfortable as it was. So now it's kind of like your fence sitting a little bit. You need to do some goal setting. Definitely do some goal setting and remember to stay open-minded to the things and the people around you. Stay open to them because they're going to start talking. As soon as they feel your energy pull back, they're going to start talking and moving. And we get Berkanaut in a challenge as well. Really? Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. Again, with the fence sitting, it's right there. You know, it could be like a liberation or a renewal, and you're just kind of fence sitting with it. Like, do I want to keep doing this, or do I want to just say fuck it and move on, or let go? Okay. Some of you have been probably getting promises of new beginnings, but you're also focusing on your growth in September, which is beautiful because that's where you need to be. You need to focus on the I am, what you're doing, what you can change. That's where you need to focus at. I feel like the challenge is to create this abundance, this fruition for yourself. And it could be one of those situations where there could be people that are challenging you. It's almost like you want to make growth, you want to make abundance, you want to create new sources of stability. Some of you could even be like looking into differentiating your finances. Like maybe you're looking for new ventures to invest money even. And I think there's a lot of people standing in your way, or a lot of there's just a lot of opposition to what you're trying to accomplish here for whatever reason, Gemini. And I feel like there's a lot of situations here where people are not very happy about what you're doing. Could be people that are younger than you. Somebody could also be trying to feed you some bad news here. Be careful about, yeah, you need to fact check. I'm just going to put it out there. You need to fact check on anybody that's telling you bad news for sure. Absolutely. Some of you could also be dealing with a Virgo here, or Virgo energies, or some of you need to pay attention to where the Virgo is at in your birth chart. The Virgo and the Taurus. Mercury could also be significant for a lot of you here. So Mercury is the planet of communication and mindset. Again, pay attention to, like, don't just believe everything everyone is saying to you at this point, okay? You need to fact check. You need to look into shit. Self-reflection is a big thing for you guys this month, too. You guys, you're Gemmies. It's like the light and the dark combine for you all the time. There's always thunder and lightning with you guys, always. And it's just one of those things where it's almost like you're trying to decide, like, I'm doing the research, I'm doing the intellectual work, I'm putting in the work to get things done, I'm focusing on that root chakra, I'm getting what I need to get done, and I'm focusing on who I am and what I'm doing. Like, you kind of backed off your energy from other people and other situations, and I think that was a growth tactic for you, because that created more opportunities for you to increase things for you, to create new beginnings, and to remain open-minded to things. Because if you completely emotionally involve yourself in something, it kind of blacks out the other half of you here. It kind of throws a wrench in your plans when emotions come into play here for you, Jemmy. And I think you're at that point where you've pulled back enough where you're very guarded. That's how it feels for me. Some of you may even just be trying to make your plans without involving other people, or to keep your plan in some form of solitude here, where it's like it's your plan and it's your plan only. Like, it may or may not benefit everybody else, but at the end of the day, it's going to help you. And that's okay. Like, some people are going to call that selfish. It doesn't really matter, because at this point, you're deciding whether you want to choose renewal or liberation anyways. Deliberate with yourself is what I'm going to advise. All right, Jamie, that's what I have for you. Moving on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. Spirits, gods, ancestors, what do we have here for the Cancer Collective? What do we have for the Cancer Collective? What do we have for the Cancer Collective? Okay. So we're just going to take the ones that fell to, because I feel like they're important for you guys. All right, Cancer. A lot of you are feeling like there's a fall here, okay? Some sort of loss of inspiration, okay? Or something's either been lost, it's failed, or it's been postponed. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. There's definitely you've created this fortitude. There's this mental fortitude to the complications that other people bring to you. There also may be like very suspicious people, specifically masculine suspicion around you. Like, somebody could have gave you some speculative information here. It was probably a male. But there's some things that are lacking depth or lacking strength at this point. So if there's something that you want to seek out, Cancer, you need to make it stronger in order for it to succeed. It's lacking to inspire other people, or lacking to inspire the effect that you want it to. It needs to be bigger, better, faster, more passion, more enthusiasm, more action taken towards it, more urgency, more excitement from you. Take it however it resonates for you, but those things are going to come into play here, where if you want some things to happen here, whatever it is that you're trying to create at this point, okay, you are going to have to give it the energy, the time, the effort, the patience that it needs. And you need to fortify the wisdom. There's some sort of like, I keep hearing speculative. Like, there's some sort of like specs to something, a evidence, a fact, a test of some. There's something here where it needs to be like affirmed. Like, not just one time. It could be even up to 12 times, with it being the hanged man here, okay? There's something that needs to be secured. Some sort of, oh, it's like a fact, an evidence. It could be anything from like an Excel spreadsheet to a test that needs to be reran and proven multiple times over. But something is happening here. You could be dealing with people who are very arrogant. You could be dealing with people who are very superficial, where they're like, they're very emotionally intelligent. So they're going to feed you the emotions that you want to create the result that they're looking for from you. So be very careful about dealing with those people. And that could also be dealing with Pisces in that form there, okay? Could be a Pisces, or it could be when you're, could be during a Pisces moon. It could be having to do with where your Pisces placements are. Neptune is also important here, okay? So that's ideas, ideas and intuition. It's the planet of ideas and intuition. Be very careful about any sort of trials, any sacrifices you have to make, and make sure that you're taking the time to really contemplate any choices, okay? Especially if they are a difficult choice. Make sure you're taking the time to make that choice. Don't just jump on it because someone wants you to. Take the time to make sure that that's what you really want, okay? Oh, we get Nadis as a rune, okay? So that, again, with the delays, the restrictions, the restraints, okay? If you stay in your self-reliance, your self-reliant energy, you making sure that any confusions are dealt with immediately, any conflict is dealt with immediately, and the power for you to overcome anything stays within you, within your space. Like, make that shit resonate from you, okay? The fact that you are willing to overcome whatever, okay? That is what you need to exude to accomplish what you're trying here. All right. That's what I got for you, Cancer. Moving on to Leo. Hello, 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 Leo. Welcome to your September 2024 reading. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what do we have for the Leo collective? What do we have for Leo? Okay. Abundance and intellectual development. All right, Leo. There's some sort of abundance that's coming in for you. It's some sort of new beginning. It's a new relationship, a new romance, a new love, a new social circle, some sort of new type of celebration. Some of you may be even dealing with conception, for those of you that can conceive. If you do not want children at this point, make sure that you are protecting against that, okay? Some of you could also be getting messages here of inspiration, or some sort of plan that's being had. It seems like it may be like a necessary thing for protecting your own energy, your own feelings. Some of you may be having delayed news, okay? So stay vigilant to things that are kind of taking longer than they're supposed to, or if things are delayed, pay attention to things like those. They're significant, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Gemini's also here. Some of you are really focused in on your crown chakra. If you're doing any Reiki work, or if you're trying to manifest, a lot of you are manifesting from your crown chakra, which is beautiful. That I understand. A lot of you could still be in the rune, or I'm sorry, the root chakra as well here, focusing on the core needs. So on whichever end of the spectrum you are here, Leo, some of you are really just focused in on like the needs, the survival mode, and a lot more of you are on this crown chakra where you're more focused in on the things that you understand, or gaining an understanding of why things emotionally are the way they are. You get Canas, okay? So that's vision, that's inspiration, that's creativity, inspiration. Some of you might be challenging your technical abilities. Some of you could be having kind of like a fire lit under the ass here, for lack of a better term. Some of you might be focused on the crown chakra, on understanding things, and all of a sudden some sort of survival thing kicks in. So like maybe you're focused in on, say you're going to college and focusing on your studies, and all of a sudden things aren't paid, so now you have to work to pay a bill, okay? So that survival kicks in, that root chakra energy of, okay, I am going to do this because I need to, because if I want this to succeed, if I want plan A to succeed, I need to plan B a way to solve the problem for A, okay? I feel like I'm speaking Aquarius to you guys, and you may not understand what that means. Hopefully you're tracking what I'm saying here. Some of you are going to feel like things are abundant, and then discover that maybe there are some things that need some work. There are some things that need to be developed in order to make that situation okay. There's definitely regeneration here as well. So this could maybe, some of you may be dealing with a situation where it's been that way for a while. Like it could be something that's been kind of bunny hopping lately. Could be a situation where like it's good, it's not good, it's good, it's not good, it's good, it's not good, it's stable, it's unstable, it's stable, it's unstable. I mean, that could be anything from your stocks in your 401k to a job situation, switching positions somewhere. It could be a lot of things. Could even be your social circle where it's kind of like you've, could be a situation where you're like good with people and then not good with people, and then it could be like romantic and then it's completely emotionless. Like there's a whole array across the board here that could be challenged for a lot of people. But I really feel like your advice here is to focus on where you can be abundant, okay? And in the background, you need to be developing that that protection, that stability, making sure that things do not end up delayed, making sure that the plan is going to be successful to make it succeed, making sure that that new beginning is for what you really want. Okay? I think a lot of you are going to be experiencing revelations here in September about what it is that you truly want. So, again, this month is for enlightenment, transformation, embracing changes, harvesting the fruits of your labor. Okay, so take what you've already worked for and make it usable for what you're trying to accomplish. Okay, all right, that's what we got for you, Leo. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what do we have going on for the Virgo collective? What is going on for Virgo? I don't know why I'm feeling emotionally strained already. Yep, that's why. Some of you are being forced to make decisions here. I feel like there's probably been a point here where there's been a lot of stagnancy. A lot of you are probably in that expectation that things would kind of work themselves out, and they're not doing that. A lot of you are having to kind of walk away from emotions, people, things, relationships. Could even be materialism. Like you could just be walking away from things that are no longer serving you. And honestly, that's a pretty healthy place to be in when things aren't working out. Like when you're willing to say no to the things that are no longer working and then just move on to something that will work or is going to work or things you have planned to work out. That's beautiful on its own. I think, ooh, you guys get Canas too? Wow, yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely a fire being lit under the ass here. So you guys are kind of feeling the same energy as Leo here. You guys, maybe you need to listen to the Leo reading as well. Maybe some of you are cusps where you're like a Leo Virgo cusp. A lot of you could be feeling very shy at this point. Like you're really just trying to keep yourself and your emotions in check and under the radar here because you're dealing with this fear of moving forward or moving on. I'm really feeling like that fear has to come from like a lack of creativity or a lack of inspiration. I feel like you guys are, again, like you're going to be getting that those how do you spirit, where's the word? It's like the vision of your future. Like you're looking at the bigger picture and really honing in on the things that you need to do, say, be to make those things happen. And I think the situation that you're in now is not going to accomplish that, and you're coming to that conclusion. It's just how do I move on from that successfully without causing rifts, without causing problems, without losing too much. Like you're really at that point. You really need to harness your own power. Truth be told. Like, you really just got to harness your own knowledge, your own creativity, your own inspiration, your own ability to make it happen. Like, you are able to make it happen. You just need to figure out What stays, what goes, what do I need to accept, what do I need to reject, what is going to be stagnant, where can I plan around it, over it, underneath it, go through it. You know what I mean? Like, however it has to be accomplished, you're finding ways around this situation so that you can really start moving towards what it is that you really want here. A lot of you, your manifesting power right now during this new moon is really significant, especially since that new moon on September 3rd was in Virgo. Okay, so maybe some of you laid out some manifestations and now that vision's coming in real picture clear where you're like, oh, yeah, that's not going to work with what I'm trying to do. And you're figuring out a way to move around it or to get rid of it. The full moon and lunar eclipse here, it's going to be in Pisces or Aries, depending on where you're at. That could be significant for a lot of you because that full moon energy is probably going to tell you where you need to pivot. Okay? So really focusing in on getting rid of what you can now. And by the 18th or so, you should really be in a good place of knowing what you have to do to move forward. Okay? Things that are, I keep getting drawn back to stagnancy, man. Things that are stagnant are not going to help you right now. Remaining stagnant is not going to help you right now. You've got to bust some moves. All right. That's what I have for you, Virgos. Moving on to Libra. Hello, 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 Libra Collective. Welcome to Carmaboo Tarot. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what is going on for the Libra Collective? What's going on for Libra? Oi. Ooh. Queen of Wands reversed. Oh my goodness, Libra, who pissed you off? Who pissed you off? Dang. Ugh, y'all could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a fire sign is kind of how I'm feeling. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's, the real action here is that there is a lot of offense, okay? Like there is some sort of situation where somebody, you took a big offense. Like you felt there's some, like this could be someone disrespecting you. This could be someone taking advantage of your kindness. This could be somebody fucking with your business, or like somebody telling, it could be something as simple as somebody telling you that you're unattractive or that you're immature. You could be dealing with someone who is immature or unattractive, or someone, excuse me, who does not have the same values as you. Somebody that just does not have the charisma. Maybe it's your charisma that's gone down. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Ooh, it flipped all the way too. And take. Wow, all of them now? Okay. Okay, you could be dealing with someone who's been around for a while. This could be somebody that's been in the past, is here in your present, and may be here going forward in your future as well. Jesus Christ. Hold on, please. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, so someone who was in the past, probably here presently, and could be moving forward with you into your future, could be really significant for some of you guys. This self-protection, shielding yourself and people you care about energy, this could be some... Okay, I'm just going to say it. I feel like this is probably having to do with family. This is probably having to do with someone that you've had to deal with in your past. They're here presently, and they're going to be a part of your future because they're part of your bloodline or part of some sort of soul connection here. It's a soul tribe. It could be a soul tribe member. Or this, I'm really feeling bloodlines. I'm just going to be honest here, especially with the all guys coming out. This is, there's a divine connection between you and this person in some way, shape, or form, and you're feeling as if you're strong enough and reliable enough, dependable enough, trustworthy enough to really find the endurance to defend yourself and to protect yourself. Some of you have that connection. You've been awakened. You have that higher power to protect yourself and to protect others against this person. But there's not a way for you to disconnect from them for whatever reason. And the only thing that I can think of why you can't disconnect from a person that you feel you need to protect yourself and others from is if it's bloodline, okay? Some of you may really need to take that quick offense to things, okay? Some of you could be dealing with people who are very jealous or very dogmatic, okay? that overbearing, controlling behaviors. This could be a generational chain of some sort that you guys are needing to break. I just feel like you're not in a position where you feel you can truly get away from it. Like it's stuck, for lack of a better word. Some of you really need to take those energies and efforts into warding off the evil, to shielding yourself. Could be something as simple as wearing all guys on yourself. Could be paying tribute to the ancestors to try to make sure that you have the protection that is needed to get the energy of this person away from you and off of you. There's just really... Some of you are really dealing with some really shitty family members right now. For others of you, this could be like really shitty coworkers where like you can't quit your job and they're just making it a fucking miserable offense for you. Like, try to find sources for your endurance, okay? Really stick close to the people that are dependable, the people that defend you, the people that protect you, okay? Stay close to those people. Make sure that you're doing those extra things to shelter yourself and others from this source of negativity. Also stay focused on the how to stay connected to yourself all around, okay? How to protect your inner child, your current self, and your future self. How to protect your future plans from this person. How to make sure that where you're going does not involve this offensive person any longer. Okay? Okay. That's what I got for you, Libra. Moving on to Scorpio. Hello, 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 collective. Spirits, guides, ancestors. What do we got for Scorpio? What do we got for Scorpio? Ooh, stubborn. Things aren't linking up. A little bit of delays. Stuff, shit sitting in your way somehow or another. Bumping into shit. Something to that effect. Alright. Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio? Y'all are being stubborn. Ooh, we had a jumper, but not quite. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, that could be why. Alright. Scorpio, here in September, you're probably going to be dealing with some situations where there is some disloyalty, some sort of intolerant behavior. It could be from a source of leadership, so this could be like your boss or somebody who is in charge of something, someone who's older than you in like the family monarchy here, like the higher ranking member, say par se. Somebody with like ill-intentioned wishes towards you, and they're definitely creating some bullshit here. It's really making you feel like you have to choose between a rock and a hard place. The good news is, in this position, you know that one option and the other option, one is not necessarily better than the other, but they each have their own characteristics. They each have their own challenges, but at least your eyes are open to both of those changes. You're not being just tossed into it and having to make a choice blind. You're fully aware of what the decisions are for A and B, okay? And you're probably going to have to choose between those two. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries or a Libra. Pay attention to where the sun and the moon are within your birth chart. Those could be significant. Also, this is the third eye chakra for both cards. So some of you could really, really be dealing with that. I see the awareness chakra, okay? Like you're very aware, or you're being made aware of what is going on. You could be feeling like somebody's being a bully or abusing their power of some sort. And it's just kind of being divided on the choice of what's right and what's wrong. What's going to be good and what's not going to be good. Gibu. Okay. There's some sort of gift here. It could be something that you have to sacrifice that's given back to you, or something that you have sacrificed in the past that's coming back. It could also be a balance. Like it could be you giving something up, but something else is balanced. This is like someone giving you an ultimatum and then being like, okay, well, if you quit drinking, I'll quit smoking. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there is an exchange here. If you're signing any contracts at this point, please make sure that you're reading everything, small print included. If it's something that is legally binding, you should probably have a lawyer look at it before you sign it. Could be personal relationships and partnerships that are challenged at this point, but I'm really feeling like this is more booted towards career for most of you Scorpios here. I mean, it could be about a personal situation, but it really feels career driven here. This is more or less about someone like abusing their power and really just giving you an ultimatum of things you have to choose at this point. Could be them being like, okay, well, if you don't want to work overtime during the week, then we're going to have to work weekends. Something to that significance. Or if you don't want to be here to work the overtime on blah, blah, blah day, then you're going to be on call on blah, blah, blah day. You know what I mean? Like, it's really just choosing between the lesser of the evils for you and whatever's going on at that point here in September. Again, you know, to get, you have to give. So, I mean, you have to drop something in order to pick something else up here, okay? So really pay attention to those enlightenments that are coming in and don't be afraid of the transformation happening. Some of you could be coming to a completion with one situation only to open or unlock another, okay? Again, September is for harvesting the fruits of your labor, self-reflecting, and embracing changes that are coming, okay? All right. Moving on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what is going on for the Sagittarius collective? What's shaking for Saggies? What's going on? Did a full flippity-do. Two of Cups reversed. All right, some of you have been really doing some flip-floppy energy with people here. There's been a lot of, like, misunderstandings, perhaps. Unhappy couples could be around you, or it could be you being in an unhappy coupling. There's a lot of uncertainty, and it causes fear-based thinking. Could be even provoking some people to like fight or flight or having bad experiences in some things. There's definitely there is a dislike to an affinity you have with other people. Some of you could be disagreeing with your doctors. Not a big energy, just feeling it. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Pay attention to where your Venus is at. That's the planet of love and pleasure. It could be in your birth chart, or it could be where it's at now. That's signifying these changes within you or within other people. Some of you are just really experiencing a not so great time with how you feel loved by other people, or in what you're finding. Some of you could be struggling to find pleasure in the things that you used to find pleasure in. This could be someone struggling to, like, maybe you don't have an appetite, or you just can't seem to get comfortable, or situations like that, okay? All right, Fee, who came out. So this is, it's abundance, okay? It's luck. It's what you possess, whether it was won or earned, okay? There's some sort of income here that may be being questioned, or maybe it's someone coming after your money for whatever reason that could be happening here in September. It could be like a health situation where you have to give up a lot of money to receive the help that you need. Some of you could be really frustrated about that. You could be dealing with, like, arguing with insurance companies, or arguing with doctors about what does or does not need to be done. Maybe some of you have to have something done that is not covered under insurance. It could be one of those situations. Or this could be a situation where people are just coming at you wanting a piece of the fucking pie, but they didn't help bake it. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm just going to keep it real simple. If they didn't help bake that pie, they don't get a piece of it. And that's just how it fucking has to be here, because there's some sort of disharmony between you and other people, and it has to do with money. There's people coming in trying to disrupt your peace, trying to attract you to them so that they can, it's like a spider's web. You get stuck there and they're just kind of sucking the life out of you. You could be dealing with it, maybe it's not even financial. These could be energy vampire people where they just want your time and your energy and your affection, but they don't want to give anything to you in return, okay? So for the people that are just taking from you, maybe it's time to do that solitude here in September, okay? Because that's part of the energies here. It is the Hermit month, okay? Take that time to self-reflect. Withdraw yourself. Enjoy your solitude. Find your peace. Use it to introspect on the things that are important to you, on where you want those partnerships to go, how you can get them there. Or if you've already got them there and now they're no longer giving you that energy, why are they no longer giving you that energy? All right, that's what I got for you, Saggies. Moving on to Cappy. All right. Capricorn Collective. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what's going on for Capricorn? What's going on for Capricorn? Whoa. Explosive. All right. Okay, somebody could be throwing things or throwing things at you like like launch. Like, man, that's very like Eight of Pentacles energy, but that's not what's coming out, so that's probably a good thing at this point. Jesus. Okay, some of you could be throwing a lot of money around at this point. Like, there may be a lot of money being thrown in different directions here for you, where things have to get done. It's all things that you need, because that's a root chakra card, and it's also Virgo, okay? So you process through the intellectual work. You may not be happy about the opportunities that are here, but you're doing them. This is like planting a garden. Like, you hate doing gardening, but you know the food is better for you. You know that you're able to keep it alive and harvest it. Some of you may be dreading harvesting the garden. Like, maybe it's just like you're delaying it, okay? So for those of you who have gardens, it's time. It's time. Okay? It's time. Some of you could be dealing with also a loss of friendships here, or some sort of quarrelsome energy from other people. If that's the case, it's probably coming in real fast, okay? There's some sort of like disagreement, especially within a partnership here, whether that be like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, husband-wife, a family dynamic of some sort here. It could even be your siblings if you're arguing with them, perhaps. There's some sort of quarrel that's happening, and it has to do with like broken home or lack of security and stability energy here. Could be up to betrayal, but I don't feel like it was done intentionally here. I feel like something was done to try to make people happy here, and it's just not succeeding. It's just not succeeding. There's some sort of loss. There could have been um like just a disastrous conquest here. Like, it probably sounds like I'm speaking in tongues here to you, Cappy, but I'm going to make it more simple for you. There was partnerships here, and things were planned, executed, and for whatever reason, things are not working out. That could be due to someone not being happy, something not succeeding the way that it was supposed to. Could be somebody doing a betrayal, or there just being a very large-scale misunderstanding. Could be a lot of fighting that's doing it. There's like emotional unhealthy relationship here. Okay. Kind of want to dig a little more, but I'm just going to let it go. I feel like it could have to do with like a younger masculine energy here. It could have to do with someone watching your money. I feel like a lot of this has to do with abundance, whether that is your financial abundance, your emotional happiness, the new beginnings that were promised, promises being broken. There's just a lot of negativity rolling around the table here. Jara, yeah, again, with the garden. Harvest the fucking garden, okay? Stop playing. Whatever it is you have worked for in the last year, it needs to be harvested, okay? It just needs to. The, the results of earlier efforts are realized, okay? They are realized. There is happiness there. It is a fruitful season. There could be breakthroughs on things that were stagnant. There's definitely a lot of hope and peace coming, a lot of prosperity that is here, but it has to be brought to light, okay? There's a lot of people focusing in on the negative of things because they're stuck in the fight or flight or survival mode, okay? Pushing yourself into that healed space, okay? Sitting at things from the I need to understand point instead of I am not going to talk about it point. I am not willing to do it point. Maybe understanding why is the key here, okay? All right. That's what I got for Cappy. Moving on to Aquarius. Okie dokie. Aquarius Collective. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what is going on for Aquarius? What's going on for Aquarius? If you guys hear the dog in the background, I'm sorry. He was bugging the kids, so they put him inside. So he's going to whine now because he wants to be out with my babies, and he can't be. So, sorry. Not really sorry. It's just part of the process. My house is full right now, guys. It just is what it is, okay? Two of Wands here, you could be dealing with an Aries. A lot of you need to pay attention to where your Mars placements are. That's the planet of action and energy, okay? Pay attention to what choices you're making to take action on, okay? The value of the options, what path you're taking, waiting when it's necessary, pushing forward when you need to, really honing in on those things is going to be important. Also, the planning of it is what's really kind of holding a lot of you up here. A lot of you have made the plan and you're not moving on it. Yeah, breakthrough. Okay. Some sort of awakening, a shakeup's going to happen here a little bit. There's like there's some sort of timing that's important to this plan. You want to embark upon it and enterprise on it, but the timing is what is important here. Whether this is like planning a vacation, but you want it done at a certain time of year, or this could be like planning to relocate, but knowing that it's not the time to do that. Or it's something to that effect here, where you're almost like wanting to go somewhere, but it's not the time to do that. There's like two paths. And it's like there's new possibilities or there's progress where you're at. There's anticipation for you to make that choice here, Aquarius, where you're either going to, oh, how to say this? You're either going to embark on a new or continue on the path you're going, what you've already built on. Okay. So a lot of you probably are going to need to do much introspection on which is the better option for you, which is going to put you on your higher path. Okay. Which one do you find your core calling for? Okay. That's the best advice I got for you right now. Like, they focus on your core. What is it that you have awakened to? What feels right? What do you have like a borderline obsession with making happen? Okay? Like, this is something that will be in the dreams, in your daydreams. What you when your mind starts to wander, what you find yourself focusing on, that is probably the choice that you need to make, okay? But there could be some sort of breakthrough or awakening that comes in to really show you which path, okay? Because it's all about timing for whatever reason with you guys right now, okay? Making sure that the plan is going to make progress, making sure that you're detaching from things you need to leave behind. Wandering could be significant for some of you. Maybe some of you need to take the walk. Some of you need to do a little bit of like the mind wandering, do a little bit of research, find out some things about what it is you're looking into or what it is that keeps appearing in the back of the mind or appearing in the dreams, okay? Like, do a little bit of a little bit of mind legwork to stretch your brain power towards it, okay? Learning about the values of what it is you're trying to involve yourself with, that new possibility, and what you've already anticipated going forward with. Where can you find the expansion? Where are you the happiest at? Focusing really introspecting on those things, self-reflecting about the last year and how, like the last 12 to 14 months, what has changed, what has stayed the same, what's consistent, what can you rely on, what is secure, what is insecure, what is stable, what's not stable. Those could be things that you guys are really honing in on here, especially like with that with this being an Aries card, and Aries is very tactful about things, okay? Like they don't talk a whole lot about what they're doing until they're actually doing it. Sometimes people will look at your plan as if it's crazy. But if you've done the research and you know where you're going and you've made the plan and it can be successful and that's what makes you happy, I wouldn't worry too much about the people pleasing aspect of that. Okay? Worry about your happiness, your expansion, what you want to enterprise on. Find the clarity, Proper timing. Make it happen. All right. Moving on to Pisces. Pisces Collective. Spirits, guides, ancestors. What is going on for Pisces? What is going on for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know for September, Spirit? Ooh, okay. Prosperity is the challenge. And the sun. Okay. Hey now. Hey now. All right, some of you might be finding it challenging to find some sort of prosperity here. There is a lot of optimism, though. A lot of positivity, a lot of happiness. I feel like you guys are really taking leaps and bounds towards your confidence levels right now, which is really good. You guys are coming into a better time here. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Earth signs could be significant for you guys. Or kind of that earthy energy, okay? With this being the Ace of Pentacles as your challenge. Finding the financial gains is going to be the hard part at this time, but there's really valuable, almost like a promotion, almost like there's more appreciation. Okay, so focusing in and trying to stay towards where you're appreciated, where you're valued, where you feel like there is at least stable abundance or some source of good luck. Staying away from things that are delayed, things that are greedy, things that people, places, and things that have to do with like poor money management, poor money choices. Staying away from those types of things and really focusing more in on like your childlike energy. Like, where do you feel like a little kid again is kind of what I want to say to you guys. Sunflowers could be significant. Also the solar plexus, okay? That I do energy. I do want to do this. I do commit to that, commit and engage to this. I do believe in blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wherever those energies are popping up at, pay attention to them. White horses could be significant as well. Also, somebody may be feeling almost like a burst. It could be a burst of energy towards positivity. It could be a burst of happiness, a burst of joy is really just what I want to say. You could be getting like a large energy boost because you're doing something that's fun. Ooh, AWA's reversed. Okay. Yeah, for a while here, some of you may have felt like very disconnected. You may have felt like everybody was untrustworthy. You were probably very defensive, very protective of yourself and your energy. You could be dealing with family here because this is past, present, and future upside down here as well. A lot of you are feeling disconnected from certain people, places, and things, specifically things to do with your past that are here presently. So if you've like lived in the same place forever, that could be affecting you. Okay? There's gifts that may be coming. They're not here yet. Healing yourself, focusing in on appreciating what you have now will bring forth those gifts. But when that shows up, you're going to have to give. You have to let things go to receive new, okay? Your hand has to be empty for you to take something. If your hands are full of everything that you're doing and trying to keep together, you don't have the energy or the space to receive. You got to make the space to receive, okay? All right. Those are the messages that I have for everybody. If they resonate, please do hit the like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. If you'd like a personal reading, my info is in the description box below the video. And with that, I will wish you all lots of love and light.